Hello students! Today I'm going to show you how to put your picture into this grid overlay slideshow. There's a couple tips to get it in the right spot and to not warp things too much. So I googled some plants and I'm going to copy the image and paste it onto here. And this one fits really well. It's the right size for the thing. But if it not, I could always make it bigger or smaller by grabbing the corner of the picture to move it. Okay. Or double clicking on the picture and sliding it over to crop it to the shape of the grid. I want the grid to not change at all. I don't want the grid to change. I want you to adjust the picture, but I don't want you to warp it. I just want you to make it bigger or smaller until it fits. Once you have it in the right size, you're going to do format options, which will pop up over here on the side, and go to recolor and do this very first one, which is like just normal black and white recolor. Now, if stuff feels too gray, we want it to look high contrast for what we're doing. So I'm going to go to adjustments and I'm going to adjust my contrast. I'm going to bump it up some so that I can tell easily what I need to shade later on. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to, I'm going to right click and go to order and then send to back. And once I send it to the back, the grid will be on top of it. And I want to do this 3 or 4 times with different pictures so I can get a nice range so I can figure out what exactly I want. So maybe I like that type of plant, but maybe I'm not sure about that picture. So maybe I want to look for a different picture of the same plant, or maybe I want to look at some different plants or a fruit or a vegetable or something like that. So I've got another one here. I'm going to copy and paste again. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, so this one's a lot smaller. So I'm going to pull it down to the corner. And then I'm going to pull that corner up until it fully fills. And once I pulled it bigger, I can see that it's a pretty blurry picture. So I'm going to skip it. I'm going to delete that. So if your picture is blurry, you want to not use it. If it is all plain gray when you do it, that's also bad. You don't want that either. Like if I kind of wonder with this one, like if I recolor it, it's all kind of the same gray. And I can try increasing my contrast. And it's a little bit better, but there's no cool texture except for the outside of the leaf. And on this one, I can see lots of textures and everything within the leaves itself so that I have a range of values. That's important. Okay, so if it's blurry or doesn't have any texture or it's too small and doesn't fill the space, then you should skip it. So I want you to go ahead and pick a few different ones and go through crop, recolor, increase contrast, then order, send to back. And then you should have your grid ready to go. And then you'll be able to look at each little section of the grid and redraw it onto your big paper later. All right.